All right, game number 1 against Robson, a warrior. Well, that hand will not do. So we're going second. We need to try to get some early game cards. So Cone of Cold, worst case scenario, we can play that on 3, so we'll keep that. But I'd like to get rid of the 5s and try to get some early game stuff. Well, it is earlier mana cost, but not a great curve and not stuff we'd usually want to play. So we could coin out our owl, but that's pretty much a waste to kill that minor thing. It would also be ideal, if possible, to save our silence from our owl. Aha. Okay, that's a good answer that we drew, the Fairy Dragon. Obviously, it doesn't die to this, so our opponent will have to play a weapon or, you know, some form of taunt or something. Cobra. So, we could silence the Cobra, but if we just use the Fairy Dragon to kill this, then the Cobra should die to this. Or, I mean, these two will trade next turn anyway. So, I'm just going to ping him for 1 and call it a day. And if you're not aware, the Cobra with the poison, this poison vial is kind of an icon that indicates basically when this does damage to something, to a minion, it destroys that minion. So he attacked us, which is the right move, since we're going to trade into the Cobra. Alright, now we have 4 mana, potential for 5. So we could play a Silverhand Knight with a coin. The other option is to Cone of Cold, which would kill that, put this to 1/3. But I think Silverhand Knight is a better play here. And I don't feel like I'm going to really need to coin out the Rocketeer on the next turn, so I'm comfortable using the coin there. We have plenty of options for our 5 play with our hand. Alrighty, cleave. And Roarsong Commander. I'm surprised he's going to trade those. Oh, he's... what? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm a little surprised that he's going to do that. Because in that situation, like, we had a 4-2, right? So, well, no, I guess I'm not surprised. He wants to protect this, so never mind. That's fine. Alright, so here, this is definitely worth silencing. It's otherwise a really dangerous minion to leave active, because allowing other minions to have charge gives a ton of potential board control. So we're going to play the Scarlet Crusader along with our Silence Owl. But yeah, the Warsong Commander, it allows all minions that are played by the opponent to have charge as soon as they're played, which is obviously extremely strong. And when I play Warrior, I find many opponents do not value this card enough. They'll, see you have another minion that has more attack or something, and the logic says, well, more attack is more dangerous, so I better kill that. But the reality is, this thing presents a huge problem if it's not silenced or dealt with. Okay, so that's at 1 health, so it's a pretty prime target for our hero power. The 3/3 can die to our 3/1 with Divine Shield, leaving our guy alive. Now we have 4 mana. And this is probably a good target to Brewmaster. We can get our 5/4 out, and we get our Divine Shield back on this thing. It does mean we lose a bit of board presence by dropping a 3/1 minion, but we didn't lose the card, so It's all right. And let's look at the situation of cards, actually. Our opponent has 4. We will have 7 plus 1 on the board, so we're in quite a big advantage right now. If only we'd had Mirror Entity out. Get the tiger for ourselves. Alrighty, so we can't freeze that because it's stealthed. You cannot target stealth minions. So it's likely that our panda dies to that. Unless he chooses to ignore it. But I doubt that. So I think with 7 mana, I'm going to Crusader and Mirror Entity and float 1 mana. I don't have any reason to Rocketeer. I don't have any reason to Ooze, because I suspect he could still play a weapon. And then we just attack him for 5, and he's back down to 30. Reset his health. Now, the question is, will he suspect that this is Vaporize? Well, probably not. Slam. Okay. So he might kill our 3/1 with his tiger then. Now that the Divine Shield's gone. Oh, no, he's not going to. I kind of think that's a mistake. I mean, obviously 5 damage from our Brewmaster is more than the 3/1. Oh, okay. Never mind. I didn't. He had a dude. So, alright, so we got a 4/2 out of our Mirror Entity, which is not great, since we don't get the Battle Cry effect, since we didn't play it. But it may be worth Frostbolting this to maintain board control. We could also play our Rocketeer. The risk there is that both these guys have 2 health, so if he has a cleave, that's really strong. But I don't see any other really valid play. I mean, I could trade this for that and then play the Rocketeer. But I think I'll risk the cleave. He doesn't have that many cards. And yeah, that's it. That's my entire explanation. He doesn't have a lot of cards, so it like might work and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. All right, Wrathy Weaponsmith. That's good. So one of the best warrior minions. If you're not aware, this is a 3/3 for 4, but it also equips you a 2/2 battle axe, which is really strong. Okay, so this is going to die to his weapon next turn, unless we ooze it. So what we could do is Cone of Cold. That would buff this to a 5/6, but it'd be frozen. This would be a 3/2. We could ooze. That'd be 5 mana. Then we could ping this to make it 3/1. And then next turn we ping it again to kill it. And we can fireball that if we don't have kill on the board at that time. The other option is to, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah. Okay, so we'll actually play the Apprentice as well. Now, obviously this is not a great weapon to get rid of, but in this particular situation, I'm comfortable with it. Again, because I feel like I have enough control through the Cone of Cold, that he basically needs a cleave or a spell-powered whirlwind or a really big taunt to stop my minions. It's strange how many of them have 2 health, though. It's That's not good. So he's going to silence his 3/1 so he can kill something. I wonder if he'll kill the 3/2 or the 4/2.
Your magic shall not save you.
Ah, silence. Well, obviously now he's going to kill 4/2. Okay, yeah. So here we can Cone of Cold again. Oh, well, Blizzard's actually better now. Because it would kill this either way, but it would actually allow us to kill this the same turn with the ping. Do I have kill on him? 6, 12. No, I'm 1 damage short with my ping. So, again, we'll just do the control stuff. Now, one thing that we don't really have a lot of, or only one form of, is draw mechanics. So Argent Commander is really good here. Gets to kill our dude. Well, we had, let's see, we had 9, 10 damage already, so we would have won, but we got another fireball anyway, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, I think the main thing we're missing is draw mechanics. Cult Master's Acolyte of Pain is especially good for a mage. We have 1 Arcane Intellect, and that's it. So, it'd be ideal to have, you know, Azure Drakes or stuff like that. That would just put it over the edge, really. But that game went quite well, and it played out pretty much as I predicted the deck would. You know, just keep protecting the few minions that we have with all the spells and the control. Araman, a warrior. This is game number 2 of her Mage run. Alright, we got the coin. We're going second again. I think here I will keep 2 4s, Fireball and a Water Elemental, and get rid of these 2. The reason being, on turn 3 we can coin out the Water Elemental or the Fireball, depending which we need. And then on turn 4 we can play the other, if something else doesn't present itself before that. Okay, well, so it turns out we don't really need to coin if we play the Fireball on 3 because of the Apprentice, unless the Apprentice dies. We'll see. Mirror Image is not bad here. We can coin out the Apprentice and Mirror Image for free. Or next turn on 2 mana, we can play the Apprentice and the Mirror Image and still have the coin. Since our opponent doesn't have anything on the board, I'm going to wait, I believe. Since he doesn't have a coin, we know he can only play, you know, 2 mana something right now. Hopefully he just armors. That'd be ideal. Nope. Grunt's pretty weak. So not a big concern. We could Frostbolt it, actually. Let me think here. No, I don't think I need to. Actually, that's tough. I mean, I could play 3 of these cards. I could play Apprentice, Coin, Mirror Image, and Frostbolt. Mirror Image would be 0, Frostbolt would be 1. But basically all I would be doing is trading a Frostbolt to save 1 of my Mirror Images, which I don't think I need to do right now. And like I said, I would really like to coin next turn if I can for the Water Elemental. Obviously, this is very susceptible to cleave,
Armor made to fit.
but it doesn't look like he has it. So I think the play is to...
What to do? What to do?
Yeah, do what I said. Coin out the water elemental. I could frostbolt this and ping it to kill it. Or I could frostbolt that. Hit that. And ping it. Oh, wait. Yeah. Actually, that's a better play. I'm being silly. Alright, so now I will use frostbolt on this. I didn't feel the need before, but since it's protecting this, I'm going to do it. He gains 1 armor. But, well, actually 2, since we attacked. Oh, 3. That was pretty good. So he got a 3 healing of 3 on his hero for that armor smith. Okay. Just got a weapon, which is awesome. So if I water elemental, he has the potential to be frozen for quite a while if he doesn't play something that the water elemental counters. On the other hand, I could coin out the Silverhand Knight, trade those. The 2/2 would die to his weapon, and we would just be left with a 4/4. So I think I'd rather be left with a 3/6. I also can save the coin this way. And we'll trade that for that. So let's see, cards, he's got 5. We will have 5, not counting the coin, plus 1 on the board. So, pretty close game. He has 3 health advantage. Spiteful Smith is quite strong if we let it enrage. So, because he didn't use his weapon, and this is the only minion threat, I think it's worth fireballing this to kill it. It does exactly the damage we need, prevents it from enraging and buffing his weapons, now or in the future. The downside is we can't do anything else on the turn. But we do have a Blizzard, Cone of Cold, and a Rocketeer if we need more protection. So, I think this is the proper play. Oh, I forgot that if freeze doesn't do damage, if they're armored, it doesn't actually freeze them. So that's pretty good.
What now?
And unfortunate, actually. The only good news is that he doesn't have a coin, so he can't play Gorehowl, which is the only weapon that would allow him to kill this. Because an Arcanite Reaper only does 5, and, you know, that's all the warriors can get. Barrier War Axe is less. So he did decide to do 2 with his weapon, which usually means he has another weapon in store. And there it is. So that was not a good play, to be quite honest. Because he should know that he's going to be frozen now. He doesn't have any armor. So now he cannot attack with this. And if we're able to keep hitting him with this thing, he will never be able to attack. Which, you know, that's unlikely. Like, never is a long time, but, you know. It's just something to keep in mind. So, I think Sunwalker here to protect our dude, just in case he has a charge of some kind or something like that. And the goal here is just to keep freezing him, prevent him from using his weapon. Maybe long enough till we draw an ooze. That'd be awesome. Brawl. He's going to get a 1-for-1. Darn. He got rid of our freeze guy. A little disappointing, but probably overall the better outcome for us. I mean, this is obviously a stronger minion. It's just in this particular situation because of the freeze mechanic with the weapon. The freeze guy was pretty good. Okay. But still, brawl for one minion is like, that's as good as we can hope for, pretty much. So, I think we play Silverhand Knight. No reason to coin yet. Once again, we ping him for 1 and attack him. Positioning doesn't matter against the warrior, since all they have are random target things like cleave and stuff. So it'll be interesting if he has like a Inner Rage or Cruel Taskmaster. He'd probably use it to get rid of the Divine Shield. Yep, there's the Cruel Taskmaster. And now he's going to have to take 6 damage to kill that. So, not bad. What's he got? Dark Iron Dwarf. Okay. So, we have a couple options here. We could Flame Strike, get a 2 for 1, which is solid. The other option is to Cone of Cold. And,
What to do? What to do?
Scarlet Crusader and Ping, I think. The other option, other option is Blizzard. Yeah. People get very impatient when you think. He's almost certainly going to kill our 4/4 with his weapon next turn. But that's only if it's alive, so I better keep it out. So I think I'll Cone of Cold. And then we'll ping this. And then we'll do damage to him. And play the Scarlet Crusader. So the setup here is pretty obvious. This will kill the 4/3 and not die.
What now? My blade be thirsty.
Frothing Berserkers can be extremely strong cards. So if we take a look at its ability, when a minion takes damage, gain 1 attack permanently. So you can see it's already gained 3 attack. Well, actually that's not true. It gained 1 attack from its ability, because this hit it for 1, and then it also, this Battlecry gives it 2 attack. Wow, attacking me directly, huh? That seems risky. I mean, if I had a Fireball in hand or a Pyroblast, he would be dead. I think. 4, 7, 9. Yeah. So, either way, I think the play is Blizzard. Ping that. That will die next turn. To our follow-up ping. Oh, I noticed I just drew an ooze, so he just got lucky that he used his weapon. But I'm going to hang on to the ooze. He's probably toast. He would have to play a lot of taunts. Or, like a massive board clear, legendary or something like that. Because the Rocketeer is basically 5 damage directly to him when we want it. Alright, well, there is a taunt. It's pretty good. But again, we got board clear. We got board clear everywhere. That's pretty good. But not good enough. Alright, so now we just win. Basically, he got a little... I don't know what the word is. Like, he bet on this not being silenced or removed too much, which is very risky. So we have a couple ways to do this, but this is the flashier way, and therefore more fun. And there's 7. Well played. Alrighty. So, yeah, I mean, he had some decent cards, but just, including a weapon. 2 weapons, because they're Wrathy Weaponsmith, but it is so difficult to compete with board clear mechanics. Like, you try to play around them, and you can't really do so because your opponent's going to have minions on the board. You have to try to maintain board control. So unless you have equivalent board clear or control spells, it's really tough. So I don't envy him.